Go ahead.
Special gifts. And so we can start.
All right.
And they gave me some hands, not the students.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Ise stondo.
It's hard to do nothing.
Eastern Muskogee Creek. Chahaki Jula. G. Obahagi. Basically in my language, Muskogee Creek. We greet everybody, how are you doing? Which is stondo. Chahaki Jula, my name is Billy Whitefox, and this is my wife, Menaka Whiteowl. Obahagi. We're going to share with you this morning the gift of our figi, doyes, our hearts, to touch your heart through what we call the Giko Yehagas, the singing stick. No more than a tree branch or bone or a piece of reed like the river cane that grows on the ground here. This is the 100th year anniversary of the folk school here. So it's our pleasure to be here to share with you a little bit of our culture and our songs of our people, our ancestors who are on the grounds out here that use the river cane. So I'm going to take you back 200 years on these grounds. It's morning. We had a little fog this morning. The kids are out running and playing, chasing a cichidos, little brother chasing his little girl sparrow. And then they slow down when they hear grandfather start to do the morning prayer. Always start with giving thanks for Winagi, for life. Fulesti, Asinis Does. Listen, grandfather's getting ready to sing on the stick. He's going to be talking to Izagi Missy, our grandfather. Let's stop and listen. Oh yeah, Mato, Wanagi do it. Hoti, Hanawa, my grandson, my granddaughter, I give thanks. And for this morning, Fuzwa Yehagas, I hear the birds singing. Mado. Nugga Higgly Does, Zagi and Missy. It's going to be a wonderful day. I'm breathing, watching over Mother Earth. Mado, as we say, thank you. Now we're going to do something, a duet. How the flutes sing together and harmonize. Our hearts are touching hearts. We call it Jafigi Jifigi Humpkin Doyes. Our hearts are going to sing and touch your heart. So if you walked on the grounds out here and went along the river cane walk, you seen the river cane grow. And it gets tall upright. We heat treated it, and it made our instruments that we sang with. And this is how big the river cane can grow if it's left alone. So a little deeper sound. Deep guttural sound. And that song reminds me of bear medicine. The bear is the only animal that walks upright like we do, that walks along the creeks, the waterways, looking for medicine to heal itself when it was sick. So think of a big bear moving softly upon the creeks here, looking for the medicine to make yourself well, or his little ones. We followed the bear and we looked for yellow root, arrowroot, snake root, the different herbs. And that's the story it's told to us, is how the medicines came to us from the earth. We have to take care of Mother Earth. She will take care of us. Madel. How the flute heals and how it's reaching all over the world is special. So the eagle, symbol of our country, Lahi Suovendos, we call him the eagle messenger. He flies higher than any other bird, stronger than all birds, that we're told he reached heaven and his wings gently touched the face of our Creator, our Father. And he said, Mado, you're sacred. Carry the prayers of my children to me swiftly. So we're told, the little ones, Lahi will listen and see everything you're doing. You're never alone. So watch what you're doing when you're out there to the little ones. He sees. But when you sing and you're happy and you do something special, he's going to carry that to heaven. So one of our young warriors, 21, over in Iraq, his job was sitting on a rooftop, watching the streets below through midnights to the early hours, make sure the enemy didn't put explosives in the roads. And he told me, he was questioning, why are we here? These people would do this where the kids run out on the streets in the mornings and they run on them and they get injured. What kind of people would do this? And he thought of us at home at Busk, our warriors, and the warriors who's passed on, taking care of our youth and the ones who can't take care of themselves. So he said, I thought of y'all going and gonna dance for 4 days. So I thought of you, Uncle, and I did a prayer song, and I got my answer while we're here. So I started with the scream of the eagle. a rooftop, he heard this song. Two buildings away. And he said, "Thank you for the gift of your flute song, my brother. I too sing to my grandson, Kasha, who's afraid to go to bed at night because of the explosions in the streets and the gunfires in the streets below. And when I heard you sing, I said, hush, Kasha, listen. It's our friend from US of A sitting out there protecting us tonight. Hear his song. Hear the gift of his heart." And he said, "I will be going back, having dinner with Kasha and his grandfather. And we don't just protect our own children. I know while we're here, it's our job as warriors to protect all of the children of the earth." And that was very special. So no more questions, why are we in this place? It's our job to protect. One more flute. The raven steals the sun is one of our special stories. And I was contacted. Facebook's a wonderful thing. It is. Of all places, Russia. A guy reached out to me, 21 years old, named Dmitri. And he said, "Billy, I've seen you play the flute, your stories, and I'm learning to teach our children here how to sing with their hearts." And he showed a picture of him with a pocket knife, carving a little stick, making a whistle and making it sing. He says, we have to take care of the earth. You're right. We have to teach our children to love with their figgy, with their hearts. And if we laid down guns, picked up the flutes, how better it would be. And he says, so I'm learning and I'm teaching. So this is the flute that he made that came to me. So it's important that we share our hearts and we hug, we smile and we love and we teach that we take care of ourselves and protect each other. So for this to come from all the way to Russia, I don't know how it came through customs. Well, the reason I say that, he said, you're a warrior, you're teaching we have to take care of our youth. So this one has a knife hidden in the beak of the raven. Reason being, he got arrested for teaching the Native American flute to the children. In the comments he made that if we listen to the Native Americans in US of A, that we sing with our hearts, put guns down, they didn't like that. So we lost track of him for 6 months. And then he reappeared because I said, how dare them arrest someone who's teaching love and teaching this to the children, right? So Japan also said, how dare y'all arrest this young man because Facebook's out there. Russia got embarrassed. And they said, it wasn't us. it was the policeman in his town that did this. How dare this police officer do this to this young boy? They demanded his release. And he popped back up. Hey, Billy, I'm back. And I want to send you a flute. And that's where this one came from. So this young guy now left his town to a place called White Mountain. He goes up in this mountain of Russia, carving his flute still and still teaching the children. He said, I had to get away from that bad place, but I'm still going to teach with my heart. One day, it's all going to be a wonderful place all over. So let's listen to Dimitri's heart. From Russia with love. Yes. We didn't waste anything. I like to hunt and I like to eat. And I like to eat ijoji, deer. So this is a deer leg bone. And it's a flute as well. I took this young buck, but he did something funny as he was coming up, moving through. A bird flew on a branch, and I watched him jump, and I said, wow, never seen that before. And he's looking around. And he walked and he scratched his nose a little bit. And I said, what a gift. No one else seeing this but me. This big buck walking out. So I made him a promise. You're going to feed 3 families. And I know that when I take you, you're going to be in heaven instantly. Because you did your job. From the deer, we got food, clothing from the hide, and tools for the bone. So the first thing I did when I took him, I did prayer and thanked him for his gift. And I promised him I'm going to take his leg bone and make his life continue to share to others. So he's got a cute little sound. You hear the bird singing. And I love the crickets at night. And the wind. Not too bad for a deer leg. Now, Menaka, would you sing a song, please?
So, when we play our songs, we're using breath, the wind, which helps us to make these songs. And it is our belief that the wind can carry our songs wherever it needs to go, to be heard by whoever needs to hear it. So, I will play my song for you, but I know that it will go far further than this room.
Time for one more. This flute needs to sing for all our mothers, grandmothers, sisters, daughters, who are also veterans, who have served. So this one, I think of our loved ones who's passed on, doing what they needed to do, making sure that we continue and stand strong and have a smile on our face and reach out and hug and love. The mother always teaching the young ones, now remember what I told you. Go out, stand strong, and smile. And you be the first one to go out and reach those arms out and take them in and hug them. I'm here to protect you, and I'll always be here with you. We've had many female warriors who have passed in combat since the Middle East happened. Paniski was the first female casualty of combat in Iraq. Mother of one, but she went proudly and served to take care of us here. So as this one sings, listen to a mother saying, don't cry for me. I took care of you, I loved you, and I'm still here. And I'll always be on the wind, touching your face with that gentle touch and hug. go. Thank you. Myself, Menaka, my wife, myself, from my heart to yours. A pleasure to be here.